to see now very interesting, significant Bible code on science and Kabbalah. Definitely showing the Bible code. Bible code has to do with science, definitely. The program definitely is based on science. But you see here, those people who are involved in the course, definitely some of them, like Professor Ips or Alex, very much also know about Kabbalah. Art Levy, Dr. Rothenberg, definitely a great scientist, myself, not the same Kabbalist, but little bit know. So basically you can see the connection between science and Kabbalah. Now here you have about each one of them, I'm going to know about Harlik, about his history. Okay, but this is really not part of the thing now. You can read about it definitely. But let us see now tables after tables to do with Kabbalah and science. Now before, I think it's worthwhile to know what the Zohar says. Very, very famous Zohar, Kabbalah, which tells us that in the 600th year of the 6th millennium, which is 5600 in the Jewish calendar, corresponding to 1940 CE, the gates of wisdom above, which is Kabbalah, together with the wellsprings of wisdom below science, will open up, and the world will prepare to usher in the 7th millennium, the 6000th year, corresponding to the year 2240. This is symbolized by one who begins preparation for ushering the Sabbath on the afternoon of the 6th day. In the same way, towards the end of the 6th millennium, preparations are made for entering the 7th. The hint for this is in the 600th year of Noah's life, all the wellsprings of great deep burst. So it's very interesting. See Zohar, very famous Zohar, and clearly shows that Kabbalah and science goes together. It means, in fact, it is known that a lot of ideas to do with Kabbalah also come in science. The idea of the right, left, and middle, like proton, electron. Okay, this is things which one can see in the internet, written by scientists and all Kabbalah to show this connection. But there is no doubt there is connection between these things, and this is what we try to show you now in Bible codes. So here you have science and Kabbalah, you can see it in red, and you have, interesting, from the 5736, this was the time when the scientists Doron Witzer and Professor Ips start researching this, when the Rabbi of Shmuel Yaniv told them about this phenomena in Rabbi Weissenfeld's work. So it is interesting, quite small skip, which tells us that the connection with Kabbalah and codes, which is definitely the connection that one can see in the Bible code. So here is the word science and Kabbalah, whose connection was clearly came out from this year. Then you have something else which really other tables show a lot, connection Messianic time, that the Messiah, this, as the Zohar says, this is preparation for the 7th hour, for Shabbos. And this is really part of Messianic codes, many integrations for this. So every Messiah comes, you see in purple and with black Messiah comes. Then you have here the main purpose of the cause, to bring people to believe, to return to God. And this is what you have here. In red, Teshuvah, the code. You have here very interesting word, Ephraim, because he's the son of Joseph. You can see in blue, right in the right side, son of Joseph, because this phenomena is really known to be work of the sons of Joseph. As a pupil of the Vilna Gaon, there is a book which is called the Turtle Dove, and there he brings clearly that revelations, discoveries of codes, letters of the Hebrew language, mainly to do Gematria, anything to do with letters and Gematria, of course, all of these are part of the discovery before Messiah time. By the way, you have here the word ephod, because there is an interesting connection from the ephod, which gave the answer to the high priest by the letters that were shining similar to the code. So this is also one of the tables which clearly shows the connection between science and Kabbalah, which comes out in the codes. Then we have something we did with Professor Aralik, and this is what he put here. You have here also Kabbalah and science. Again, Mitavshin Lamed Vav, from the year when it started, 5736, which is 1976. And it is very interesting that you have here the very good connection on meeting, better to say, between in yellow, Sofen, code, and red, Messiah. So clearly showing the connection between the code the Bible called Messiah. Then let us see more. What more we have? So we saw the Zohar, we saw this, and now we have another very interesting, not directly to do with Kabbalah, but interesting that has to do with doing codes, and they did code, which is Reuben, Aralik, Eliyahu, Ribson, Matityahu, and myself, and you have in black skipping, because this is the main idea. So let us carry on. This is also unbelievable. Here you have also Kabbalah in blue, Kabbalah Mada, and you have again the code Messiah, which we saw before, and Elijah, but here interesting, you have Reuben, Aralik coming also. Then you have another very interesting, also you can see in red, Mada, Kabbalah, interesting, here science first and then Kabbalah. The others have Kabbalah and no, maybe something behind, or maybe more emphasis on the science than the Kabbalah, but it is interesting. So you have a Kabbalah and Mada, science and Kabbalah. It is interesting, you can see that in the end of days, in black, B'achrit Yamim, interesting. This is exactly what we said. This is something which really came out in the end of days. You have Eliyahu, and then you have Matityahu. Interesting, the smallest skip in the whole Torah, Matityahu. Then you have again the word Teshuvah in purple, because of the purpose. You have Joseph like before. You have barcode in the code, and then you have a verse, interesting, that's keeping the Shabbos, keep and guard my commander, see that I gave you the Sabbath. Interesting, because all these phenomena is to bring people to repent, to keep the Shabbos, called Judaism. Then we have another table, which also similar to what we saw before. Here you have the word Kabbalah and science, like before. You have here Torah, definitely. And also you have very interesting, you have here Messiah in blue. You have code, and again Messiah. Also, very interesting meeting of words, Messiah, code, and Messiah. clearly shows the connection of the code to Messiah. You have here a very interesting sentence. Came from 5736. No, you see here, Ba in red, came in blue, Mitafshin, it came. The phenomenon of the code started from 5736. That is meaning the Torah. Then, what is the purpose of the code? You have honor of God. Yeah, definitely, because it's a part of the creation. Everything is. God created very famous verse which said, in Isaiah, everything which I created is for my honor. For this I created the world, I formed the world, and did the world. Yeah. Again, the three words. So the purpose of all is to bring the honor of God, and this is why it's so important to show this code, because people really were thinking and looking properly into it, so you see clearly the honor of God in the Torah. Yeah. So what we have again, you have in red repentance. Now 5778, this was the year that you did it. Yeah, maybe it was another stage in the course. But you have end of time, yeah, Messiah, but very interesting, yeah. Then you have Ephraim, because Ephraim is the son of Joseph. Then, let us see more. So this is what we see in English, so in Hebrew, Reuven, Kabbalah, and so forth. Then, this is another one. No, this is really, maybe see it clear here. Also the same thing, science and Kabbalah, repentance, Joseph, and Matityahu, right? Then, this is what we saw just now. So, in fact, I think that we saw now most of the tables, yeah? Science and Kabbalah, yeah, this one. Oh, no, see, in Hebrew is more. You have in Hebrew here, Kabbalah and Madai in red. You have Reuven Eliyahu, and from there, and so forth. In fact, that's what we saw also in English. There is another one, interesting. This is, you see, in black, Kabbalah and Madai, Kabbalah. Then you have next to it the name of Professor Aralik. You have Reuven in blue and Meir in green. I think it's one of the best meetings of Reuven Meir. Then you have here on the right in red Teshuvah, again the purpose of the cause is repentance. Then we have also from the ear in black 5736, which is 1976, and you have here Messiah in red. You have Messiah on the left. You have Sofen code, Messiah, and Dror. I mean, very interesting explanation. Dror is freedom, happiness, and joy. Comes here. But the interesting here that you have Reuven Meir, Aralik, and you have really in great from up to down, Doron Visum. So basically you have Doron and Reuven Meir, yeah, very interesting. And Eliyahu, in red you can see Eliyahu, Rips. Then, let us see if you have more that we missed. No, this one we saw this one, yeah, this one we saw, this one also we saw, and this, yeah, so it looked like that we saw all the tables, and as I said, it is very interesting to see this connection with Bible code and Kabbalah and science. Okay, so this is, I think, interesting to see these tables and to look into it properly. You can see that they are significant because some of them really are minimal, yeah. But your Messiah is coming, Messiah Ba, and you have your meat tafshila, which is also small skip. This one, Professor Alik said, is 55 to 10,000, which is really 5.52 thousand, which is also interesting. So, as I said, interesting table. and shows that Bible code goes together with science and Kabbalah.